Welcome to this month's monthly market trends report, where we break down where the numbers are and how the market is affecting your home value and homeowners across the country. Obviously, one of the things that we all talk about every month is the listing count and where we are. And as you can see, the listing count is definitely low when you compare it to our last three normal years of sales. When we talk about normal sales or normal years, we're talking about 2017, 18, and 19, as obviously 20 and 20, 21 and 22, we had unprecedented sales. So we try to reflect back and say, okay, what was normal? What does that look like? So the good thing is in July, we saw definitely a slight uptick in new listings, and we believe that that's going to continue to hold through as we go into the end of the year and potentially into first quarter as well. Interest rates have been a big conversation. We have seen interest rates drop a little bit. They anticipate that we're going to see the rates continue to drop through the end of the year and maybe start to flatten out and then drop a little bit more after the first of the year. But there's so many unknowns when you look at all of the different political pressures that are out there and everything that's happening with inflation and spending and so many things. So there's a lot of uncertainty. But the one thing that we do know is over 70% of current mortgages out there are under 4%. So it's really challenging to convince homeowners, hey, let's go buy a new home when they're already sitting on a mortgage that 3 or even 4%. Now, mortgage rates are obviously less relevant to many of the older homeowners, as 1 in 4 homeowners say the high mortgage rates wouldn't even impact their decision to buy a home, because when you look at over 40% of those people, 1 in 4 almost, would be a cash buyer. So when you look at 1 in 4 homeowners don't feel like they would even be impacted. And then of those 1 in 4, 40% of them would be a cash buyer. Now, the other thing that we know is that Americans are sitting on a tremendous amount of equity. Over 38% of homeowners right now own their home free and clear. And over 68% of homeowners have at least 50% equity in their home. So those are huge and significant numbers. Now, here's a list of the top 10 metro areas that have seen prices rise by over 50% since May of 2020. Here in Colorado, we've increased over 51% in the last 5 years. Now, that's made it much more difficult for homeowners trying to enter into the market. Yes, like first-time home buyers. Many people that we know, friends and family, that are struggling because they're stuck paying the high rental rate, wanting to make that first step in. That's why we're seeing over 38% of first-time home buyers, they're actually getting help from their parents, from grandparents. They're passing on that generational wealth to their kids now, so they could at least start to build their wealth as well. So let's dive into our local numbers and look at how all of this has really impacted us here in the Front Range. So when we look at active listings, Larimer County, 901 homes are currently on the market. In August, 433 homes sold with an average sales price of $653,000. 53 days on market on average, with a 75-day supply of inventory, and August new listings, 551 homes came on the market. Now, Will County, we're sitting 963 homes currently on the market, 375 sold last month, 557,000 was average sales price with 52 days average days on market, 72 days worth of inventory, and 537 homes came on the market, new listings, last month. Boulder County, 642 active homes on the market currently. August, 250 homes sold with an average sales price of $1,049,000. 49 days average days on market, 87 days of inventory with 369 new listings came on the market in August. So now that you've taken a look at that, that snapshot, we look at, okay, how's our local market? What do we see coming on? What's going to be changing? The big thing is going to be inventory. Again, as we talked about, a lot of homeowners aren't going to be selling their homes when they're sitting on 3 and 4% interest rates to go buy another one. But what we are seeing is we're seeing investors that have owned their home, owned rental property, investment properties, local investors that have owned it for 5, 7, 10, 15, 20 years, and they made an enormous amount of equity. And what they're doing now, knowing that the market is starting to flatten out a little bit, is they're cashing in on that equity now. They're selling and liquidating their portfolios and taking that money now while the market is at its high and why inventory is still very low. And so those buyers that are out there still buying in that inventory pool and still buying, they're taking advantage of that. So if you're an investor, if you're somebody that's sitting on a property, has been and built a lot of equity, but you're really uncertain of how much equity that is, now's the time to get an equity assessment. Whether you're selling or not, know the numbers, know where you are. We've had many of our clients that have taken advantage of our equity assessment program. Obviously, it's free. We're here to serve our clients and serve all our friends and family. So if you like, take a look. You can click the link below as well, but get a hold of us. We'll do an equity assessment so you understand where you are in the market, how the market's really affecting your home value and the value of your wealth portfolio, your investment portfolio as well. So as always, we're always here to help. And like we always say, when experience matters, you call it Kevin Schumacher team.